Hello, greetings. Yeah, so following Sultan's ways, even the Sunni guy, Gulzar Eliya, Abhi, now, even the Hindus, if they cut my hands, or what was it? For example, taking the cases of cow lynching perhaps in India, huh? If they cut my, or manuscript. Does anyone have manuscript? Go to India. Where are you? I mean, are you in India, living in India? Go to wherever you are, America. America can intervene. You see, here, my condition, I can't even get up when I want to get up to complain against Yusuf Zaidi. Go to the court timings, because in court you have a certain time period. I studied law. After that time period, they may not allow you to bring the case. The timing, Yusuf Zaidi ran away to London. I wanted to go to Sindh court to find out, ask people, where's his father? He's a judge in Sindh court. Whether I like it or not, in my condition, I didn't have the strength. I would become heavy and couldn't, and I'm partially like hypnotized. I feel I'm under hypnosis, even now. So I tell myself, please don't make your hair here. You don't know which Arab or which outside, there's prostitution a lot and things here in Dubai. It's a small country, it's a small city, sorry. And UAE is not that big, so a little bit. Like anyone can follow you, and then the Arab man can and has. When I was once walking on a road, the Yafa road, you find Arabs there. And what is a beautiful girl doing walking? He put his glasses, they were in a car. He put his car glass down and commented like this. And so at that time I was on vacation. I wanted to go back home. And they comment and all this. So I don't want my my night to be spoiled or my day to be spoiled. I don't like these comments, these kind of cheap. I find it very cheap. I've lived in London. I've known what is to live in freedom without being harassed. So, without having a boy or a man come, even on Facebook now they've started with the game thing. I was just playing a game sometimes, some games, but I was playing a solo, one-player game in this, super balling game on YouTube or on Facebook. Anyhow, so now will this any Sunni? See, I was telling my father. My father was saying, no, Shias are not terrorists. Thank God we're not terrorists or anything. But we never know. There was an exception, but. I said, yeah, but it can happen that a Shia, why doesn't a Shia get up in madness and kill these people? Sipai Sahiba and all this. You have no consideration. Abhi, Gulzar Eliya can say, if he was, in Pakistan, or is he in Pakistan? Now you could be living in a house in Pakistan, what your circumstances are, right? In India, my father said, please don't compare Pakistan with India. India's population is, you have to consider the history of India, the population density of India. In Mumbai, there are no houses, buildings. These poor families live in flats and slums. And what's happened to India? What do we know what's happened to India? So consider the things today. I mean, Gulzar, Eliya is going to say, okay, cow lynching he brought out. So this cow lynching, you see, there are exceptions. I mean, if you oppress someone and take someone's skill away also, and these cows are innocent, so they protect their cows. It's not like Muhammad then. You draw a cartoon, you say anything against Muhammad, even the name, you will be killed. He's gone. Umar said he's dead now, or Abu Bakr. He's dead now. Quran is enough. Umar said this. He's delusional. When he was on his sick bed, the Sunni Muslims, I don't know why they go after the apostates when they should be. They worship Umar, Abu Bakr. The law is that if you say anything even against these four Rashiduns, you will get killed in Pakistan immediately by the Sunnis. They don't consider this. It's a rhetoric narrative now against India, very cleverly, cunningly done by Sultan. Although on the face of it, it looks he's highlighting. Why can I not? How can I not? It becomes incumbent. Can you imagine this guy has told me, it becomes incumbent on me to highlight. This man, he's what is he? Like, I would call him a gay, worse than a gay man. I mean, gays are not bad anymore for me. It is not a sin to be gay. I've spoken to someone in London, I know. It's not their fault. Sometimes it's not their fault. So, but like Churiyam, like a woman, Pakistani, बेचारी चुप होके खाली आ रही है यूट्यूब पे अपना तमाशा दिखाने के लिए. चूड़ियाँ पहन के बैठ जाएं तो चूड़ियाँ भी पहन के ही लोग बैठ नहीं सकते हैं. हारिस सुल्तान जैसे लोग, they can't sit in the house, wear bangles. Imam Ali has said, if you take away a skill, regard skills of a person, what are you're really making this person into a mad terrorist. We did not make the Sipai Saiba into a mad terrorist by taking their skills. We wanted to give them skills, but they wouldn't listen to the Shias. Now, if exception one, Shias had to organize their group, militia or whatever it is, they put it on the Shias widely. God knows what the truth is. Or they themselves did all this. I don't know. But anyways, my father did say, whatever the truth is in Pakistan, the truth is like Haris Sultan, cunning ways, highlighting. He's working for human. Hey, if you are working, at least the ladies like, if you are like Dr. Rauf Fawzia, at least she's working. And she was saying, she was asking the Indian army to help her attack Pakistani army. I was saying, no. I wanted to say no. No, don't get India involved in this. Otherwise, Haris Sultan and Eliya Gulzar and Army Nawabi, and we're making their goddesses and this and that. If their goddesses have ever said to kill like this, if they make my cartoon, just kill them. Or even if they say Radha was adulteress, kill them. Has Radha Rani ever said this kind of a thing? You have to see these, consider, but you know what? I think it is a game they are playing. They're trying to divert our attention, like we were told. America is diverting our attention. When the Iraq thing, they went into Iraq, giving the on false pretext that Saddam Hussein has nukes. So then they diverted our attention to something else. So in this way, Haris Sultan, these Pakistanis know how to do it. They have a good command over their cunning mind, ways, and language, articulate. So now can Gulzar Eliya say that, well, if a Shia Shia can bring a bomb blast against me or this? Or am I comparing? Or, Zara, you are comparing. This is like a straw man and nonsense of Haris Sultan's human rights. Very clever, cunning, covert narcissist. It is extremely difficult, proven by scientists, psychologists, and psychiatrists. So Haris Sultan and Eliya Gulzar and this one, what's his name? Another one, Punjabi, Ghalib. So many years you lived in Pakistan, huh? You can't go to the High Commission. You can't avail the army. We couldn't, even the cases, judiciary of Pakistan. Parvez Musharraf had to shake it. Shake it up. Are these Sunni ex-Muslims going to say that taking this militia organization? My father said, well, then I cannot say it. There are exceptions in every cases. If you oppress and kill and go into our Imam Barkas on Friday prayers, you can't say. We can't say then. There are exceptions in our Shia Muslims too. So no regard, no consideration, coming on YouTube like that and then giving it to, just because the Hindus got and said something, perhaps cow lynching and this lynching, and first straighten yourselves up. And this human rights. Okay, no, it is incumbent on us, and if a Hindu breaks my legs, this is all. It is a way to divert and deceive, and put the blame on Hindus. Then these guys, they kept quiet, and do they have they cannot go. If I could, if they can be so bold enough. See, my thing was that I wasn't even wanting to get help from my religious scholars. Will I trouble you? Will I do this? The world is horrible. I don't know. If, in my case, I was saying, if you are passionate, if you have time, seek protection. This energy, this evil is very bad. You can't compare my case with Gulzar Eliya or Haris Sultan. They have all the tools to go to but can this, even the British Parliament failed. They're still killing Hazaras in Pakistan. Shia Hazaras. consider these things? Then if a Hindu mad exception, oh, you just, or is it that you want to divert, you want to compare the two and say, well, it happens, this is Pakistani people's way. Slowly, slowly, they will start to condemn Hindus also. Well, to show the Western people, or I don't know what their agenda is, but it's very unfair, very unjust, and cunning. I need to expose even more. Before, I didn't have the proper way to expose Haris Sultan, but I had to speak to him twice and also this case right here. Can you say the Shias are now? Can you equate this with, no, well, the Sunnis did it, but you know, you don't go yourself bombing the Sipai Saiba, even if he is a terrorist. What idiot. I mean, this is, no, they are not idiots. They are extremely clever, cunning, covert, narcissists, Pakistani Sunni ex-Muslims. They still have that mentality. If I can, I'm just going to expose Hindu. Anyone can do it. Even in New Zealand, a white person went into a mosque. We all were shocked, condemned it strongly. And there was in the UAE also, white, no, not in UAE, but there were articles coming out, white supremacists and all this. Now, what is Harid Sultan telling Dr. John that he's kept under his underarm? That this, for God's sakes, the God that you atheist gods don't believe in, for God's sake, he's showing that a man is being hit in India. This is year 2020, Harid Sultan. The Britishers have seen bomb blasts in July of year 2000 somewhere. This is year they've seen bomb blasts. For God's sakes, if you can see the double-decker being ripped apart on Marble Arch, the tube station. Oh, and Dr. John. So I think it's Dr. Farooq Ziyama to be correct. And this is a game wicked. Ooh, this Haris Sultan is playing. And Eliya, Gulzar Eliya is following his suit. And Ghalib Kamal's. Please don't go after them. They may be, it may seem to you on the surface they're highlighting and human rights violations in India too, and this and that. I know the Indians are very, these Pakistanis think they have a mind of, but they have a mind. If you don't believe in God, at least see your own minds and you will definitely believe in demons of Pakistan. Demons.